coming later on when Toyah, our special guest, takes part in the Razzmatazz Limbo Dancing Championship. Also on the programme.
Hang on a minute. Do my ears deceive me? Do I hear the shrill cry of a pot-bellied pelican, or what?
Mister, what are you on about?
Why, it's little Sooty in her jungle camouflage kit. I didn't see you. You'd blended in.
You need your specs checking.
Funny you should say that, but there's been something wrong with me this week.
Just this week?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I kept seeing spots before my eyes.
Have you seen a doctor?
No, just these spots before me.
I'll ignore him. I'll ignore him. He might go away for Lucky. What am I doing this week? Yes, I'm really looking forward to interviewing top keyboard player Wakeman. But before that, it's time for Rockabilly.
Oh, is Billy on? Is Billy on?
I
like Billy.
Rockabilly. You know,
Billy?
it's sort of a cross between rock and roll and hillbilly, like country and western.
Can a man with no brain enjoy it?
Well, you can tell us, Alistair.
Oh.
After we've listened to the sensational Stray Cats with Dave Edmonds.
I'll have to have an iron tablet. Right!
Beauty's welling up, going deep inside like my heart's gonna get broke. And the stab of loneliness, sharp and painful, that I may never shake. You might say that I was taking it hard since you broke me off with a call. Don't you wager that I'll have the sorrow when I may break right down and fall. Now the race is on and here comes pride at the backstretch. Heartache going to the inside. My tears are falling back. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratch for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartache. And the winner loses all. One day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final result would be. How I lived in fear, awake with a beating moaning, finding that you come to me. Forsaken pain in my heart for the name of the one that I had to replace. Somebody new came up to win her, and I came out in second place. Now the race is on, and here comes pride at the backstretch. Heartache going to the inside. My tears are falling back. They're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running. True love scratch for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartache. And the winner loses all.
Weren't they amazing, the little tinkers? They were amazing. This is Edwin, who's been enjoying them as well. Edwin, who's just come from painting some railings, I think. You've had a bit of a mistake. This is the time when we plumb new depths in television entertainment with the Razzmatazz Limbo Dance Championships. And Edwin is a limbo dancer, is that right? How did you start limbo dancing?
By going under the stick?
By going under the sticks. I wish I'd never asked that question. Would you like to go under the sticks now to the music of the Caribbees and give us a demonstration for those of you at home who've never seen limbo dancing before? This is a bit of an experience. We clap along, bit of encouragement. Look at the wiggle there. A little bit of a wiggle. Edwin the Wiggler. Give him a big cheer. Listen, don't try and hog all the limelight, because there's somebody else who I know is a pretty hot limbo dancer. In fact, a limbo dancing expert. Would you put your hands together and give a big Razzmatazz welcome to Toyah? Here she is. Here. This is a revelation. This is a revelation. When did you start limbo dancing?
When I was about 5.
Are you any good at limbo dancing?
No.
How did you start? I mean, what's all the jumping up? How did you start?
My parents just sort of, they gave me a little glass of wine and they said limbo, and I did.
Limbo? A little tinker?
I used to limbo under chairs and things because I was very small.
You limboed under chairs?
Yes.
How small were you when you were small?
Tiny. I mean, I'm small enough now. I was about down there when I was 5.
Stoop now, really? Listen, would you like to have a go? Can we take it down a little bit to make it a little bit trickier for Toyah? And put round the back. Now, give Toyah some encouragement, because this is very difficult. All right? So let's have a bit of a cheer. Here she comes. What do you think of that? Do you think she'd make a good limbo dancer?
Yeah, she's very good.
She is very good. Listen, you know, I don't think you're so good after all, because, I mean, Toyah went down lower than you. I bet you couldn't go right the way down as far as this. Hang on, we're getting about 8 or 9 inches off the ground. Do you think you can do that? Nobody knows. You're going to give him a lot of encouragement, because this is... You can have a go? Go on, have a go. Come on, do you think you can do it?
No, I couldn't.
Here we go. A tense time. A lot of encouragement now. Don't believe it. He's put the pole back, the tinker. Don't believe it. This is impossible. No, biological. Here he comes. He's done it! Isn't that amazing? That's terrific. Well done.
Dramatic stuff there. Ricky sent shivers up and down my spine. Thanks very much for coming to join us on Razzmatazz today. It's great to have you here. What have you been up to lately?
Well, I've been working on a new album, which I just finished about a month ago, which comes out very shortly, or is out, whereas I'm not really sure which. And I'm planning to go on a world tour, which includes England, because England is in the world, sort of. At least I still think so.
But today you're going to show some amazing special effects, I've been told.
Well, I'm going to show you how everybody cheats, because luckily with all the new instruments there are about now, most of the manufacturers are making the same sort of thing, which are instruments like this, for example, which you can cheat like hell, in as much as you set the sounds that you want beforehand, and then you can program them in, so that when you're on stage it's much easier than fiddling with lots of buttons to press them. For example, you just press through the various things, and it's never done that before.
This is the first on Razzmatazz.
Yeah, it sure is, there you go. That's the most used one really on the stage, that most people use a preset machine, because it's easy. This is just a basic standard organ, which they haven't really changed much for years. Everybody's making them, and they still all sound the same, which is you can do everything from church organ effects, or you've got like the old, like Jimmy McGriff's types things. And plus you've got the sooty sounds.
Oh, you've been talking to Alistair. Is that another synthesizer over there?
This is basically a lead instrument, which is a touch-sensitive instrument, which also, once upon a time, used to have lots of various boxes to make tremolo effects, but now you can do it by touching the keyboards. A lot of keyboard instruments are made now which are touch-sensitive, so in other words, you play and it'll go into vibrato effects for you. This is another synthesizer that basically does string sounds. What you do, you try and bank your instruments so that you can, use them for like orchestral effects. Which you can use in coordination with the... Which we've just put through echoes, and of course behind Biff, who's like playing with the mixer, that's what we use just to feed everything in, which goes into the amps.
I'm sure this is all woken Biff up.
Yeah, he's just been asleep.
What about this?
Now this is what's called a vocoder. It's been around for a long time. They use it in telephone systems. For example, every time you make a telephone call, it will go through a vocoder, which is where it comes from in the early 30s. Otherwise, you'd obviously have to have millions of telephone lines. And what it does, it just takes your voice source and makes it into a note, a sound source. Well, for example, I notice Elton hasn't got a voice. I mean, you could give him a voice.
Really?
Yeah, if I switch it on.
Oh.
Yeah, and you can give him a voice. So,
me? Ah,
have a try.
Okay then. Okay. That's fantastic, that's good. I think all this has woken Biff up as well, poor thing.
Yeah.
How about really waking up with you playing us something out fantastic?
I don't know anything fantastic. I'll play out with something, yeah.
Thanks very much, Rick.
All right, thank you very much indeed.
Wakeman, the little tinker there. Now, welcome to the most astonishing game in the world, Pop-Scotch, a game nobody understands west of the civilized world. And here's a complete stranger. What's your name?
Brendan.
Brendan what?
Brendan Healy.
But we can call you Austin because you're Mark's replacement. He's on holiday.
Yeah, that's right. Where's he going?
He's gone to the Canary Islands.
The Canary Islands?
Yes.
What's he gone there for?
He heard things were going cheap over there. What an amazing board we've got here, filled with famous people to help us with this very exciting game. Now, we've got two marvellous contestants here, one of which I've just stood on. What's your name?
David.
David, where are you from?
Middlesbrough.
Oh, Middlesbrough. And what are your hobbies?
Football and swimming.
You like football? Do you support Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
Well, someone has to. And what's your name?
Yasmin.
Yasmin. And whereabouts are you from?
Sorry.
From Surrey. Oh, with a fringe on top. Very nice. And what's your favourite groups?
Admin.
I thought it was going to be a big secret there. And who else?
Toyah.
Well, she's going to be on later on with her latest single. But without further ado, let's start off, Brendan, with tune number 1. Off you go. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it?
Adam and the Ants.
Adam and the Ants and?
Kings of the World Frontier.
Kings of the World Frontier. That's 3 points to the girls. Stay on the board, stay on the board. That's it, stay where you are. And let's move on to tune number 2. Tune number 2. That's right, that's 3 points each. 3 points to the boys. There we go. You're going to have a rest in the country. Let's move on to tune number 3, Brendan. What's that? What's that? What's that?
It's one of mine.
One of yours?
Rick Wakeman.
Listen, he's here 2 minutes and he's causing trouble already. I've got a big bucket of flour here. Do you think I should throw it over him? Should I?
No.
Should I?
No.
Should I? Do you think I should? A heck of a thing. Without further ado, let's move on to tune number 3. It better be I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas. I'm going to play on the trombone.
Yeah.
Off you go. Tune number 3. Who is it? Who is it?
Tony Capstan comes on.
Tony Capstan comes on. The boys in the lead. It's now 6-3 to the boys. Let's move on now to tune number 4. Where are you? Who is it? I don't like Mondays from the Boomtown Rock. 3 points for the girls. It's now 6-all. Let's move on to tune number 5. Tune number 5. Now, where are we? Who is it? Who is it? Give them some advice. Where are we?
Kate Bush, Babushka.
Kate Bush, Babushka, the boys back in the lead. It's 9-6. Let's move on to tune number 6. Who is it? You're there.
Summer holiday.
Cliff Richard and Summer Holiday. I don't believe it. It's back evens 9-all. Let's move on to tune number 7. This could be the decider. Give them some advice. Who is it? Who is it? Denise by Blondie. That's the girls back in the lead. It's now 12-9 to the girls. Let's move on to the next tune. Oh, come on. Who is that? Yes? I do. ABBA. And it's now 12-all again. Quickly on to one more tune. Quick as you can. This is the decider. It's going to be. Who is it? Oh, I think it was David. Who is it?
Giant steps.
No? Come on, quick.
Walking on the moon.
Walking on the moon.
By the police.
By the police. The boys have won 50. Very, very quickly. There are your prizes for winning. Congratulations. And the prizes for coming runner-up. Give them both a great big cheer. They both did real well. Right. I believe it. There you are. That's Toyah, the tremendously talented tinker doing her own thing. Wasn't she great?
She was great. Don't get so
Little sooty.
excited, but you
I
will
do.
be excited next week.
Why?
We've got a big surprise in store for you.
Not Lady Diana. Is Lady Diana on the show?
Why do you like her?
Oh, I love her. I think she's great. I know all about it. Do you know what the difference is between Lady Diana and a ginger snap?
No, what is the difference?
Well, you can't dip Lady Diana in your coffee very easily, can you?